Good morning everyone, Marcella here from Learn to Grow. I'm out here in the garden and my kids are in the tent next door to me. They're actually dressed up as pirates. We're going to a pirate themed birthday party tomorrow, so we made some pirate costumes out of whatever we had laying around the house. But I'll have them say hi to you in a bit here. You might hear them. They're kind of chuckling and giggling in the background. Anyways, so today I want to talk to you guys about fall gardening. So now that summer's almost over, we started sowing seeds about 3 to 4 weeks ago for our fall garden. So if you have not started your fall garden yet, it's not too late. And if you haven't started gardening this year, you can start right now. The kids are here, they're playing pirates and they're camping out in the lawn. So having a great time. What are you doing, Nikki? Now I'm in Zone 8, the state of Washington, so you might want to check out the hardiness zone for your area to check to see what kind of plants you can plant around this time of the season or the year. So we have already sowed some peas, bean seeds. That's about almost 4 weeks ago, and so they're already climbing the trellis. So just depending on your area, I'm not sure if you can still plant some beans, but if you're in a warmer climate, then definitely I believe you can do that. So the peas, you can sow them up to, I think, even through September. So the fall crops that we have right now that are sprouting, that we sowed and that are growing, are some lettuce, other salad greens. We still have some arugula, kale, of course, collard greens. I even sowed some onions. What else? Oh, fava beans. Those are the cooler weather beans. They're the really big beans. I'll have to show you how they look like. I think I actually featured them in the video of my auntie's garden. She had a fava bean plant and they actually grow up to 3 to 4 feet tall with a thicker stalk, so they're not the pole beans or the bush beans, and they're bigger beans, look like giant pea pods. So also what's good for a cooler climate, you can do cauliflower. I think some people can grow broccoli, beets, radishes, carrots. So there's a lot of varieties. So depending on how much work you want to do or what you're ready for, you can even grow some romaine lettuce in a container. And if you want to start that way, you can do that. Just start small. And also you can grow some spinach as well. I'm not sure if I mentioned that already. We also have some bok choy growing, and we sowed some carrots. We have some carrots that we sowed about maybe 6 weeks ago. Some carrots that are probably about to be harvested soon. We also have some potatoes. You can still plant potatoes. I think I'm gonna plant some more in the next couple weeks here, so those will be in time for Thanksgiving. And also they don't mind the cooler weather, and also they don't require that much sun either, so potatoes are great to plant and they're pretty easy to grow. Just make sure when you're planting potatoes that you're using soil that's more loamy or sandy, but you don't want it to be too compact. You want some aeration in there. So, and something that's easy for the potatoes to grow into. You don't want it too much clay in there either, because there's the clay soil, usually it's really compact and it's probably not easy on the roots, on the tubers. So that way it'll give the tubers to develop more potatoes. There are some varieties of plants that you can plant this fall. When I give gardening a try, it's still a great time to start. I also want to mention that the benefits of gardening early this season, like in spring and summer, you'll end up with some free seeds from your own garden. So the peas that we sowed and some of the beans were actually from our spring summer crops. So since we had so much sun, some of the bean pods and the pea pods dried out so quickly, so I was able to replant those with the seeds from our own garden, as well as the romaine lettuce seeds, the little blooms that look like little dandelion. I'll show you. But anyways, we were able to sow some of the seeds back into the garden. So hopefully next year, some of you guys will try gardening early in spring and get your own seeds. But like I said, it's not too late to start your fall garden. So let's go on the garden. I'll show you what's growing and how everything's going so far. This is the box where we harvested the garlic. That was about a month ago. And so 3 weeks ago, I sowed some Russian kale seeds. And they are sprouting. So this is going to be a great fall crop. And also there's even sowed some onion seeds. So we'll see how these do in the fall. I've never planted them by seed. I think I bought the little plants from our nursery, the onions that we harvested last week. So there's a few onions in there. Also sowed a couple collard green seeds here. So when this zucchini plant retires, or when it's done, hopefully by the time these collard greens get big, that way I'll have some room for it. And this box here is our second crop of some peas and some more beans. These ones I just sowed the seeds directly into the soil, and I actually used some seeds from the first crop of peas that dried out about 2 weeks ago, and also some of the beans. So I didn't buy any more seeds. I just used the seeds that I already had on hand, and I'll show you some more dried beans from our other beans on the other box right there. But anyways, so all the seeds I directly sowed them into the soil, and these are some lettuce greens, so salad greens here. So there's more beans there, some bush beans right there, and these are the pole beans, so obviously it's going to need something to climb on as well as the peas. And I went ahead and put this trellis together with some bamboo that I harvested from my auntie and uncle's garden, and some twine, so that way they don't fall over like last time. Also wanted to show you this. These are, I believe, Chinese mustard greens. A good friend of mine from work gave me some seeds, and unfortunately it's getting eaten by some bugs. Here's the potatoes and some bush beans. Now these are the two compatible vegetables they can plant together. Remember, the beans are shallow rooted, so it's not going to fight for water and nutrients with the potatoes. And also, when you plant the potatoes, usually you plant them 4 inches deep, but I try to mound them just like this, if you can see that. So I've been mounding the potatoes as they grow. I have to add some more compost and coconut coir in there, just like this one here. That way it'll produce more tubers and you'll get more potatoes at the end. So it's kind of like what we do with the container planting. These are also potatoes here, and I kept mounding them as they grew. So the deeper the roots are, or the tubers, the more potatoes you'll get at the end. So you have a better chance of higher yields of potato. Here's the other garden bed, and these are our first crop of beans. There's 3 varieties in here. I've got the Fire Barlotti, which is the reddish streak beans, some scarlet runner beans with the beautiful red flowers that the hummingbirds love, and some regular green beans, except the beans are, the beans are white, but anyways. So I want to show you. So I've had some of the beans that dried up, and I use these seeds onto that garden box right there for our second crop. So it's nice to be able to harvest some seeds for planting. There's another one that's right there. Yes, and also I think I even sowed some of this Fire Barlotti beans in that same smaller box right there. And pretty soon we'll get some of these scarlet runner beans. These are really long. I think I showed this to you last time. They get really, really big. The beans itself are beautiful. I want to show you these red romaine lettuce seeds. So these are ready to go in a garden for your fall garden, and you don't have to buy any seeds. So if you start early enough this past spring or summer, you'll get some seeds ready to plant for your fall garden. Just to see those the white fuzzy. So when they're ready, they kind of bloom like that. Looks like a dandelion flower, how they bloom. And you can just put this in the ground. You normally just need about 1/8 of an inch of soil to cover the seeds. So you can just pat them lightly, or you can sprinkle a little soil on top. But you don't have to sow them deep. And I've got look at all these blooms. So we'll get some more lettuce in the fall. Some more seeds here soon. These are the radishes. Look at all these pods. So once they dry up, I'll have a lot of seeds for next year. Now these are the 35 or 25 to 30 day crops. So as soon as they dry, I can plant these probably sometime in September. So more bok choy there. They're doing much better. I had moved some of my herbs near it to deter the slugs and some cabbage moths and other unwanted pests. I think those are some more Chinese mustard greens. More bok choy there, and these are some more baby Russian kale. So these are the seeds I sowed, I think, about a month ago, and they're doing much better because the weather's gotten so much cooler. And I'm gonna have some, oh gosh, I sowed some more seeds here, some spinach, and I believe some more baby bok choy, since the zucchini plants here are pretty much, you know, coming to an end. And the broccolis, I don't know, I guess it's still producing some more. Anyways, and sowed some more seeds over here. There's going to be some more spinach seeds on this side. There's more seeds for me, or for us. This is my arugula, and I love eating the plants. They're kind of peppery. Yep, tastes kind of peppery. So, a little bit of spice. And I was eating the greens, you know, you can put that in your salad, or even as a pizza topping. But there's some more, oh goodness, I popped one open. So there's more seeds in here. So once you start planting, and you know, at the end of the season you'll always get some seeds, enough for the next season, and you'll never have to buy seeds again. Now this plant here is our fennel. It's really huge. I think it's about 6 feet tall now. I had to put a bamboo for support. But anyways, look at all these blooms here. It's going to give us a lot of seeds. I can plant them next year. These are perennials, so this will always come back. I never had to replant this again. I just moved it from a different location. So this started out as I think it was only about 4 feet tall, and this year has just gotten so big. But anyways, the seeds, when they are ready, they're also good to just eat. They relieve gas, bloating, and also a great, instead of, hi Nikki, breath freshener. They taste like licorice, so it's really yummy. This is Magnum. He's been our family for nearly 12 years. He's a sweet and gentle dog. He loves the kids. He's a good dog, aren't you, Magnum? Yeah, you're getting old. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. If you have any comments or suggestions, if you know of any other crops that you can grow during the fall season, please leave them in the comment section below. Share with us what you're growing this fall. And also thank you so much for tuning in and watching our videos, and for subscribing. You can follow us as well on Facebook or Twitter. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Oh, it's starting to be kind of windy. It's supposed to rain. Gonna get a little bit of rain, so I'm glad, because I didn't water the plants yet today and yesterday, trying to conserve some water. Anyway, so thank you so much again for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. Happy gardening.